and welcome to Weekly World Climate Change News. This is Han Zhang. On Tuesday, December 6, the European Union agreed to a new law which will prevent the import and sale of goods and commodities linked to deforestation. In the EU market, this includes goods like beef, coffee, soy, chocolate, leather, and rubber. According to this new law, companies are required to provide evidence and verified information of when and where the production of these goods took place, and whether they were grown on land deforested after 2020. Failure to comply with this new law will result in a fine of up to 4% of a company's turnover in an EU member state. According to a recent study from the University of California, Merced, adding an equal amount of biochar to a dairy's manure composting process can put methane emissions by 84%. Dairy farms are one of the California's major producers of methane, and their manure is one of the state's biggest sources of organic waste. There is a compelling need to deal with such biomass, according to a professor of mechanical engineering, because open-air burning will be prohibited starting in 2025. Burning is a key component of the biochar production process. The project's economic viability and its effect on the soil, including emissions and life cycle analysis, have also been examined from a variety of perspectives by the researchers. Although renewable energy was already growing quickly, the global energy crisis has propelled it into an extraordinary new phase of even faster growth. As nations look to capitalize on its advantage for energy security, in addition to eliminating the greenhouse gases produced by burning fossil fuels. Rising gases prices have made renewable energy sources even more alluring. The International Energy Agency analysis predicts that by 2027, solar energy will surpass coal as the primary source of electricity worldwide. Research led by IS Global, the Barcelona Institute for Global Health, found that residents of the city had better markers for mental well-being when their living situations met certain criteria for access to greenery. Yet fewer than 5% of the city residents actually enjoyed that access. A growing body of research suggests that spending time in nature has positively impacts on human bodies and minds. A 2019 study found that people who spend at least 2 hours a week in nature reported better physical and mental health. And doctors have even begun prescribing time outdoors. In cities, greenery can combat the urban heat island effect, reduce air pollution, and boost cognitive function, among other benefits. According to a report released by the international environmental nonprofit Global Action Plan, it is necessary to further address the fundamental role of the big tech companies in exacerbating the climate crisis to curb global greenhouse gas emissions and catastrophic warming. From amplifying conspiracy theories and misinformation to their increasingly massive energy footprint, big techs are making global warming worse and posing a systemic digital roadblock to effective climate action by driving unsustainable consumerism and increasing political division. Climate action advocates stopped tech giants' ambitious commitments to address their climate impacts and criticize their energy-consuming online surveillance, advertising, and insufficiency in strong climate policy lobbying. A new report by the World Bank suggests India could soon become one of the first places to experience heat waves that break the human survivability limit. India is experiencing higher temperatures that arrive earlier and stay far longer. India has witnessed a concrete increase in meteorological droughts and heat waves over the last 60 years. The heat waves would be devastating for poor and marginalized communities who live in places that are not ventilated enough, hot, crowded homes without proper access to cooling. India's long-term food security and public health safety will depend on a reliable cold chain network. The volume of water in Africa's major rivers decreased in 2021 compared to the average in the last 2 decades. According to a new report by a UN body, the water storage levels in the river basins, however, have gone up since 2002, an anomaly compared to the rest of the world. The water discharge of Niger, Volta, Nile, and Congo rivers in 2021 was less than the average calculated from 2002 to 2020. The water storage levels, also known as terrestrial water storage, in these river basins have gradually increased since 2002.